I'm feeling Tokai.
Tokai Dokali?
Tokai Dokali, I like it. Yeah, man. This is
It's Tokai week.
It certainly is from Mr. Phil anyway.
Yes.
These are Phil's. And I wish they were mine. I wish they were mine. I wish they were. They're absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Yeah, they
so
are.
we reviewed that one ages ago.
And I've always loved this one. I've a serious soft top. It's just so gorgeous. Beautiful gold top.
Yeah.
Stunning. Who needs a Gibson?
Absolutely.
Who needs a Gibson when you have these, man?
Absolutely.
They're actually better.
Tokai's a very, very good guitar.
Yeah.
Very well built guitars, made in Japan, handmade in Japan. Their models actually go by the yen price, which is an interesting thing.
Oh yeah, tell me about that, Phil.
So that one there was 90. It's called the LS98.
Right.
So in 2014, that was 98,000
Right.
yen. This is a 2005 model, and at that time the price was 200,000 yen. So double the price of that one, and that's
That's a serious guitar you have
13 years earlier.
But this is a serious guitar too. They're both serious
It is,
guitars.
yeah. So this is the LS200.
Whoa! So yeah, sorry, 13 years earlier. Yeah,
13
I
years
get. Oh
earlier.
wow! So that's really good.
So this was actually the second highest model of 2005.
I really can't see any difference. I'm looking to see. They both look great.
Yeah, we'll go into the differences.
Sorry.
Right, so yes, this is the second highest model. The highest model on that stage is the LS320.
Yeah.
So the LS320, top of the range model, it had the Honduras mahogany body, and it had the Brazilian rosewood fretboard. So it's the specs of what a 50s Gibson is.
Wow.
So that's how high a spec and plus 100% handmade.
Without the expense.
Exactly. So this one being the second highest model, this isn't the Honduras mahogany, it's mahogany.
Yeah.
It has an interesting feature in fact that the fretboard is actually ebony instead of rosewood.
Yeah, this is rosewood, isn't it?
Where, you know, all the Gibson standards was a rosewood fretboard.
Right, yeah.
It's interesting because the ebony is a very hard wood.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe it gives a bit of a different tone if you're into tone wood sort of thing. If not, I think it looks great because a lot of the rosewood doesn't look dark, where the Brazilian rosewood was very dark.
Right.
So those 50s Leicesters, even though the rosewood, the bores look very dark. So at least in this, you've still got that nice dark look to the Leicester fretboard. This also, an upgrade from your standard Tokais, would have what they call the Tokai Mark II pickups.
Okay.
Which was a ceramic pickup. They had the Mark II P90.
Yeah,
ceramic.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I changed the magnets and that we can talk about that.
Hey.
This one is actually the Tokai Mark I pickups.
Okay.
So they're Alnico pickups.
Right.
Which is again what they used in the 50s.
Right.
But you know, I don't know the full specs of these. I don't know which Alnico magnets. I don't know the wines. It's hard to find out that information with Tokai because I don't speak Japanese. So.
I see. Okay, that's interesting.
It's a higher grade model.
Yeah, no, I can see it. It is a serious guitar.
Also, it has a lacquer finish.
Right.
Where that one is the poly.
What's the difference there, Phil?
Well, this is like the nitrocellulose that they used in the 1950s.
Oh, I see. Right, so they're going for that thing again. Are they that real accurate 50s kind of vibe?
Exactly. So again, whether you think that having nitro has a
Certain
sound
qualities,
effect,
yeah.
which I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it being a higher grade model, I think they sort of, Tokais are actually getting more accurate. I think the newer ones, if you're getting, say, a 2018 or a 2020 Tokai, they're more accurate to what
Really?
Gibson's doing. Like, they'll have the fret end nibs, which this doesn't have.
Right.
The later ones, yes, the high spec models will all have the Brazilian rosewood. But for the time, this is a very high spec guitar, and it feels quality.
For now, it's not a quality guitar.
And a lot of people say this is R9 Gibson R9 quality.
That's right.
I mean,
better. I've had an R9. They're crap.
The nuts are poorly cut on Gibsons, unfortunately.
They're firewood.
I mean, literally here in Ireland, for say, I bought this guitar second hand, but for a second hand R9, you're paying €4,000 to €4,500 euros.
Easily, or more.
Exactly.
Or more. 6. I've seen them for 6.
Well, that's more your newish ones.
Yeah.
But this one, second hand, to be fair, I paid €1,500.
So you could get 3 of them for the price of an R9.
Exactly.
That's insane, and they're better.
It's the
crazy.
same quality. An R9 doesn't use Brazilian rosewood and Honduras mahogany, so it is the same.
Yeah, Tokai are absolutely mind blown. The only mystery is why don't more people know about this? I mean, it's seriously. If more people knew the secret of Tokai, Gibson would be finished.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, you've got the people who it has to have Gibson on the headstock.
The snobs.
Absolutely, and
Gibson's. Can we call them gobs? Gibson snobs.
They're the sort of people which will tell you that Gibsons are much better. Personally, through our videos, as you can see, I've owned 50s Gibsons.
I've owned 7 Les Pauls, and you've had 59 or something.
And I had a 59.
You actually had a 59, exactly. And they are actual firewood. Let's be honest. They're so overrated. It's painful. That's how. I mean, these are so underrated. It's unbelievable.
Well, as I've always said, I mean, to Gretsch, the Gretschers are making Gretsch now like they were making Gibson in the 50s.
Yeah.
Gretschers in the 50s had a lot of issues, quality control issues, and so I sort of say that the newer Gibsons are like the old Gretschers. They're just, the quality control isn't there for some reason. They're supposed to have this. What's that machine that Gibson had, which is supposed to cut the nuts?
No idea.
Yeah, I forget the thing they're supposed to put all the guitars. But your R9 had bad nut issues. So
terrible
it's just
nut issues.
One of these things that the quality control just doesn't seem to be there when you're paying a high price for a guitar. The Tokai is a great alternative.
Oh man, it's the only. It's the only choice. It really is.
I mean, this is a non-chambered mahogany body, and this guitar weighs under 8 pounds.
Can we talk about the top, please?
Yes.
Please, let's
you
talk
love
about
the top on this.
What I love about it is you've got a cross kind of thing going on. You've got the tigery stripey stuff.
The flamey.
And then you've got the grainy going on over the flamey.
Yeah.
So it's flamey grainy.
Yes.
Or grainy flamey.
And it's not over the top as well. A lot of people sort of complained about the late 90s and early 2000 R9s. They were over the top. They were nothing like a real 50s Les Paul. Yeah. A lot of them were understated.
Yeah.
And even when Jordan was around here, he was going, geez, that looks a lot more like a 50s Les Paul than your R9.
Jordan's a Metal Warrior buddy of ours. Yeah, that's true. He did say that. All right. It's that's a dodgy lead, I'd say. Don't worry, it's not a dodgy guitar, it's a dodgy lead. But it's a stunning top, and it's a lovely caramelesque kind of vibe to it.
Colour's lovely, yeah.
Colour's lovely, not too red, nice and kind of caramelly going on, isn't it, really?
Hardware's aged nicely
on it.
Yeah,
it's beautifully, it's stunning. Yeah. And you've kept the pickguard on, Phil, Mr. Phil. How come? You want to keep it, you want to...
I just like the classic look, Pearly Gates has that look, I don't see a reason for taking it off.
Hey, listen, that's fine. What a guitar, man. It's just unreal.
You want to give it a buzz through the Marshall? That Marshall is a great amp.
Yeah, I think I will.
I think it's a bit better than the old Vox
VT30. So. And the Vox is alright for kind of cleany crunch stuff. But yeah, the Marshall does have that kind of oomph.
What we like is that rock and roll.
Yeah, I tell you, man. Hey! Whoa!
hands.
Yeah, I was going to say they're really big.
Very punchy pickups.
Yeah.
And the other difference between this and the LS320, the LS320 has the Seymour Duncan antiquity pickups.
Okay.
So, you know, they're, again, a very high quality boutique pickup. But they are very punchy pickups. Where these...
Yeah, they're smoother, aren't they? They've got a nice kind of...
nice brightness to them, which
Yeah, but
P90s do over a humbucker anyway.
Yeah, they are much brighter, because when we were starting to play there at the beginning, I was like, whoa,
I'd
this
say
is
a
so
good clarity to them.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
These are more bassy, kind of more bass end, aren't they? But still nice,
very
you know?
punchy pickups.
Yes. That's how you feel. I put this out of tune earlier.
Some of those Frusciante cleans for those people who believe you have to show the tone by a clean setting.
Cleans,
Yes.
yeah. Let me see what have I got here. What can I pull out of the bag?
We play rock, so clean doesn't really make a difference, but
okay.
you have those people who love it. So
All right, let's try this and see. That's pretty clean. Very bassy, isn't it?
it's very punchy.
Really bassy. Hang on. Probably the gain is up full. I can still hear that bass on the A string.
Very punchy pickup, aren't they?
Yeah, man.
Neck pickup.
You really have to measure them.
Yeah. Very punchy.
You have to blend them in here.
Absolutely.
Because they're so powerful. Very punchy.
Wow.
Almost too much.
But that's the whole thing of a Les Paul,
Yeah.
is using the controls to get the
really, but
tone of you
the
want.
knobs are so smooth on this. Just like that, up and down, up and down. It's great, you know. go there. That's it. Much easier. Just there, you know. Keep it on the middle, I think, yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous, man. Lovely. That's the power bass response of that amp. It knocks cans off the amp.
It does. It did that the other day. You were playing something and knocked the.
I tell you, man, this is awesome. This guitar, you can feel the expense on this guitar. You know, it's not a cheap guitar.
It feels quality. So, you know, when you do play
absolutely
a lovely instrument, there's just something you can feel on it, isn't
That is a stunner.
Yep.
I mean, who needs Gibson? Honestly, who needs Gibson when you have them? You know. And if we could spread that message, you know, that Tokai kick ass. You know.
I think Tokai has been doing it right for many years. Like, you know, in the late 70s, it was 79. They first started to do these guitars. The owner of Tokai has original 59 Les Pauls. The owner of ESP in Japan, he has a huge
right. You said that.
collection.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
You know, they've got the neck profiles right.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, everything about the guitars they seem to have done very well.
Yeah.
You know, the early ones, again, people revere them because they're 100% handmade. It wasn't until 1985 that they started to use the CNC machining.
CNC.
As I said, the highest spec models of the Tokais still these days, the highest spec is the 420, LS 420. They're still handmade guitars.
Yeah, 420, yeah.
And as I said, they're now making them even more vintage correct.
600,
where,
isn't it? The 600?
no, that's a company called KLP.
Oh,
that's
I see.
called Karusawa. They're actually a shop, and they actually get the guitars made to their spec.
I see.
But see, even like the latest ones, even the Tokai has been yellowed a bit because the nitrocellulose, when it hits the sun, it sort of fades and yellows the lacquer.
Let it fade.
So, you know, they're actually doing, you know, like the Gibson R9s where they're actually adding that slight bit of tint into the clear lacquer. So again, it just tints that. I mean, you know, they're lifting their game as well, Tokai. But I mean, realistically, for the price, you can get these for over the Gibsons.
Yeah, of course.
It's just a phenomenal guitar.
Amazing. Yeah. True.
They are harder to get their hands on in certain places in America. Obviously, you can't buy these.
Just talk about the headstock. The English one is different to the German one, isn't that the way it goes?
They brought ones into Europe. Originally, I think, into England, and it has like a little nipple in the middle of the headstock.
Yeah.
So, you know, again, it just...
Is it any worse or better or different?
Doesn't really change the
You don't
quality
like
of
it, though.
guitar.
You don't like it.
I just like, you know...
As close to as a Gibson as possible.
I like the open book headstock. It just looks fantastic.
You're right, yeah.
Adding the little nipple, it just... it just has a different look to it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you know, there's that many places you can get these from, like Reverb.
Oh yeah.
So again,
German shops a lot. German shops.
There's the Tokai German shop which is selling them. So
Real Guitars, isn't it? Real Guitars is one of them. It's a German shop. Look it up.
No.
No?
But
What's that? Real guitar?
oh, he's using a second-hand one.
Yeah, second-hand stuff.
Yeah, but there's a guy in
Oh,
Germany.
actually,
It's the
gets the
Tokai
imports.
guitars.
I
is
see.
selling them brand new.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it is getting easier to get them because for a while there in the 90s, I mean, the only way to get one was second-hand.
Yes. Oh,
But,
really?
You know,
Yeah,
with these
yeah.
sites like
Sure.
Reverb and maybe Vintage and Rare,
Yeah, you can get anything you want.
you can get anything you
That's
want
right,
these
that's
days.
right.
So it is making them more accessible. But you know, it is a good viable alternate to Gibson. You know, if you don't really care about that name on the headstock, they're a high quality guitar.
Well, you hold on to them, Mr. Phil. Good man, and you show them off there to the folks. That's a beautiful thing, and we will bid everybody adieu. Let me just
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, and we're going to actually go straight up and close, and film stunning tops in the sun. My God, gorgeous. Big cheesy smile there, Phil. Hey, hey. And it's goodbye from me.
And maybe goodbye for me.